Corner with Parks and Rec. I'm Penny Green, the Assistant Manager at the Burt Cobb Rec Center. And today I'm going to show you how to draw this cute little owl. For this, you are going to need a piece of paper and some markers. If you don't have markers, crayons or colored pencils will work. To start this, we are going to start with the biggest part of the owl's eyes. And we are going to start by making one eye, two eyes, just like that. And then, as you can see, he has his pupils in the center. I'm choosing to use black, but with art, it's your masterpiece. You choose what colors you use. So there's his eyes. If you want to go around the eyes, you can. I'm going to set that down just for a moment to do that. It's a little tough holding it up. All right, there's one eye down. And there is the other eye. So we have his eyes. Next, we are going to draw his beak. And to draw his beak, I like to start right in the middle and go there and then come down. And there's his beak. And then we're just going to go ahead and fill that in. You can fill it in as you go, or you can just choose to color it at the end after it's all drawn. All right. There's his beak. After we have his beak, I'm going to go back to that black marker and I'm going to outline his mask. Just like that. Now the fun part. This is where you get to get super creative and it gets really colorful. So, you're going to start anywhere on the owl's face and you're just going to start making semicircles, half circles, and you're going to go all the way around. And once you get the first color done, you're just going to repeat it. And you're going to continue this until the page is full or you choose to stop. Now, as you can see on the example, I didn't color, but that doesn't mean you can't. Okay, there's our first layer of feathers. I'm going to find a fun, I think I'm going to do an aqua color. Sorry, my markers are double-sided and I keep grabbing the wrong side. I chose to do the owl because it goes along with our Take a Walk with Nature themed week. And I don't know about you, but they are one of the coolest, in my opinion, most majestic little birds you could ever run across or get the pleasure of seeing. I think I'll do 2 more rows of that to give you guys an idea. I think we're going to go with some pink. For this project, project. I would say ages 5 or 6 on up should be able to complete this. It's all about repetition and patterns, basic shapes, and it's kind of cool because even though everybody's doing the same patterns over and over, the fact that everyone can choose their own colors means 10 of us could be in the same room doing this, and we could have 10 uniquely different looking owls. So I'm gonna go ahead and do, I think I'm gonna pick a nice bright green, and nice fun summer colors. And there you have it, nice little fun owl. I'm gonna go ahead and color his eyes yellow. And then I'm gonna invite everybody that participates in this summer program, the virtual series, to go ahead and post their videos or their comments or their pictures. Let us see how you've participated and enjoyed what we've offered you this summer. We really have worked hard and would really enjoy seeing your input and love seeing the kiddos we normally get to see face to face still participating with us this summer. Almost done with this eye. And there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little art project, and we hope to see you next time on the Craft Corner with Parks and Rec. See you next time. Hi, welcome to Kids in the Kitchen with Parks and Rec. I'm Penny Green, the Assistant Manager at the Burt Cobb Rec Center, and I have my daughter Casey with me today. Hi! Today we are gonna make a yummy snack called Ants on a Log. For this snack, you are going to need celery, peanut butter. In the event that we do have a peanut butter or nut allergy, you can substitute this with cream cheese or any other kind of spread of your liking. And then you're gonna need some kind of topping. Traditionally, people use raisins, but you can use like any kind of like peanut butter chips or chocolate chips, butterscotch chips, something like that. So to do this, all you're gonna need to do is take a knife. With the simplicity of this project, I would say ages 2 and up could do this. I definitely wouldn't use a sharp knife if you're having the younger kiddos do this.
We're just using butter knives.
Butter knives, you could use a popsicle stick for the younger kiddos or even their finger. You're just gonna take the peanut butter or the spread that you choose, line it down. I would have an older person cut the celery and let the little ones spread the peanut butter or spread on there. Once you have the peanut butter on there, then you're going to take the ants, which would be the raisins or the other critters, and line it up on there. I'm gonna have a fancy bug on mine. You want a glitter bug?
Yeah, that's what they're called now.
Glitter bugs. And then that's what you got, guys. Ants on a log. Enjoy. Cheers. Hi, welcome to the Craft Corner with Parks and Rec. I'm Penny Green, the Assistant Manager at the Burt Cobb Rec Center. And today we are gonna make bird feeders. For this project, you are gonna need bird seed, a toilet paper roll, some yarn, and some peanut butter, and also some scissors to cut the yarn with. first things first, you're going to need to take the yarn and cut a piece about this long. Once you do that, we are going to feed it through the toilet paper roll and tie it in a knot. This is how we're going to hang it from the tree branches. Once you get that done, go ahead, and if you have more than one, that would be the good time to do that with all of them. This is a pretty simple project. You can use fingers, popsicle sticks, or a dull knife to spread the peanut butter. So I would say ages 1 or 2 on up would be okay with this. So once you have your yarn tied on, you're just going to take the peanut butter. I like to go ahead and put my fingers in the hole, and then you're going to spread it on the toilet paper roll. Just like that. This is going to act as the glue for the bird seed. It can get a little messy. I don't advise anyone with nut allergies to do this project. I would use Elmer's glue since it is non-toxic, and so it wouldn't hurt the birds, but you could still be able to do the project. And then once you get the peanut butter all the way around, you're just gonna roll it in the bird seed. Just like that. And then the little birdies will have a treat. Let me show you one more. When my daughter was little, her favorite part about making these was licking her fingers afterwards. And birdseed doesn't hurt if they eat it. I guess it's no different than popcorn kernels, but you know, don't recommend it, but if they do ingest it, it doesn't hurt them. Little feathered friends will appreciate the thoughtfulness and the gestures. Like I said, you just get it on there. And there you have it, bird feeders. We'll see you next time on the Craft Corner. Welcome to the Craft Corner with Parks and Rec. I'm Penny Green, and I'm at the Burt Cobb Rec Center today, where I'm the assistant manager, and this is my daughter, Casey.
Hi.
And today we are going to teach you how to make lilac paintings using some paint, a marker, and Q-tips. We thought it might be fun to change it up. When most people think about painting, they think about using brushes. So we wanted to use something you got laying around the house. Right now we're using some acrylic paint, but you could use this with watercolors, or if you don't have that available, you could still do the same thing using markers, because it's kind of along the lines of the pointillism, where we're just going to use the Q-tip almost like a stamper to do this. So when I think of spring and summer, bringing back childhood memories for me is the smell of lilacs, and that's why I'm super excited to do this project. They're a really fragrant flower, and I don't know, they make me happy. So to start this, we are gonna go ahead, yeah, really nostalgic. To start this, we're gonna go ahead and make the stem of the flowers. We're just gonna do like this with the marker. And then this is where the fun part begins. Now most lilacs tend to be the pink, purple, and blue color palette, but as with anything in art, it's whatever the artist sees. So
It's interpretive.
It's interpretive. Use the colors you want to use. So all you're going to do is take your Q-tip stick just a little bit. We don't have to immerse the whole Q-tip in it. And then think of a corn on the cob. That's roughly the shape we're going for. And then we're just gonna stamp away. I'll lift it up to show you what I'm working with so far. That's what I have. I'm gonna go on in and start filling it with the purple, add a little bit of shading and highlights with the other colors. With this project, I would say ages 2 and up could do this because it's something as simple. Definitely recommend using a non-toxic paint that's not gonna stain everything.
That would be fun to get off.
But this would be a great opportunity to throw on an oversized t-shirt to cover their clothing and maybe lay down like one of those dollar tablecloths from the dollar store to protect the floor or your table. Now, I'm gonna hold mine up and then Casey's gonna hold hers up. As you can see, I'm kind of building as I go. And what Casey's done is kind of made the outline and she's filling in. Whatever way works best for you, that's what you guys need to go ahead and do.
This is really fun and simple because of how interpretive this is.
Well, it's repetitive and it's the easy stamping motion. I like it because it allows for people that have multiple children at different age levels to be able to do the same art project together.
Or even if they wanted to make a really big one on a really big piece of paper, they could all chip in together and make one.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Almost like a mural.
Yeah.
Okay, I've about got my first one filled in.
I'm getting there.
You getting there?
Yeah.
All right, so there's my first lilac. As you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of the darker color red. I'm using different, or probably the more the mauve color,
Yeah.
the color Casey just had. And I'm gonna trade up and use a different Q-tip. Because with anything in nature, it's not just one solid color. You know, it's a marrying of different hues and shades that make these beautiful things that we look at all the time.
Like, for instance, in just a marigold, it's not just yellow, it's also orange and almost like a brown color.
Yep, exactly. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of highlight over here.
I started with my highlight. The lighter purple that you used for the main part on your flower.
Mm-hmm.
Let me use the back side of this kitty. Get a little bit of blue up in here. Get fancy with it.
Get fancy with it.
I'm getting fancy with the blue.
So there is my lilac. You could add another bunch of it if you wanted. You could draw it in a vase if you wanted. It's limitless. See? Casey's made hers a little bolder and bright. But there you have it. Q-tip painted lilacs. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you next time on the Craft Corner with Parks and Rec. Bye, guys.
Hello, I'm going to teach you a few yoga moves to go along with the handout you have. So first up, we're going to practice our tree pose. So first we want to put our feet right next to each other so that our ankles are touching, and try to get your legs as close together as possible. Bring those shoulders up and back and keep that chin up so that you're looking forward. Great. Now take everything in your body and squeeze it tight. we're gonna go ahead and bring up our right leg, so this leg. Go ahead and bring it up here, and then you're gonna take your leg and you can put your foot against your leg. You can either put it up here, or if you wanna put it down here, whatever works best. So try to find that balance. And if you can, bring your arms here. If you'd rather just leave them down, you can do that too. If you wanna put them out here, that will work. So find your tree pose. I'm gonna bring my leg up just a little bit, and then I'm gonna bring my hands together. So sometimes you might be a little wiggly, and that's okay. If you feel yourself wiggling, try to squeeze those abs, pull them together, and hold yourself up. So we're gonna hold here for 8 counts. I know it's a long time. We're gonna count down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great, bring your hands and your leg back down, and that's your tree pose. Our next pose we're gonna do is a frog. So we're gonna be a frog. So go ahead and bring your hands heart center. So just bring those hands together and squeeze them. Good, pressing the shoulders down. Now we're going to bring our feet wide apart. So you want to bring them out, just kind of out of line with your shoulders. Great, so now let's bring our heels in. Good. Now bringing those hands back to heart center. Take a deep breath in, and then when we exhale, we're gonna squat all the way down. Good. So sometimes your elbows will rest on your knees, or you can just keep holding it here, and you're gonna go as far down as you can. This is frog. So let's hold it here for 8 counts. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Now to get out of the pose, just squeeze all the way up. Release those hands and shake it out. Awesome. Next one, we're going to be a seed. So we are going to do a child's pose. So come on one side of your mat. You're going to come all the way down to hands and knees. You're going to just sit back on your heels, coming back all the way if you can. And you're just going to simply lay all the way down and reach those arms out, reaching as far as you can. So the goal here is to try and get your bottom to your ankles. So some of you may be like this, and that's okay. But if you can, try to go all the way back, and when your head is down, push through your hands to push your body towards the back. We're gonna hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome, come all the way up. And our next one, we're going to be a butterfly. So stay on your mat. You're gonna come down to your bottom. And you've probably done this move before. You're gonna bring your feet together. So you might call this a butterfly in gym class when you're stretching. Really important thing here is you want to grab onto your ankles. And you want to pull those feet as far towards your body as you can. And if your body allows, try and press those knees down with your elbows. So we're gonna hold here. If you're here, that's totally okay. Just try to keep that back straight. So we're gonna hold for 8 counts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job.
Hi, I'm Gracie,
And I'm Joanna.
and we are here today from the Clarksville Montgomery County Public Library, and we're going to bring some stories to you. I think Joanna's going to start off, and then maybe we'll do some songs later.
So I have a story called If You Plant a Seed. It's by Kadir Nelson. What kind of animals do you see on the cover there? We've got a rabbit and a mouse. Let's find out what happens when they do some gardening. It says, if you plant a tomato seed, a carrot seed, and a cabbage seed, in time, with lots of love and care, tomato, carrot, and cabbage plants will grow. They're doing their little happy dance. They're excited about their carrots and cabbage. They're eating them. Oh look, somebody else wants those too. The birds have come. Do you think they should share? I think they should share. That would be the nice thing to do. Birds are looking. But it looks like Rabbit doesn't want to share. So if you plant a seed of selfishness in a very short time, it will grow and grow and grow, and oh no, they're throwing tomatoes at each other and having a fight. And it grows into a heap of trouble. But if you plant the seed of kindness, look, Mouse is sharing the tomatoes with the birds, in almost no time at all, the fruits of kindness, like the birds are coming back with some seeds, will grow and grow and grow. Got all sorts of plants and sunflowers and vegetables. And they are very, very sweet. And there they are, all the animals. They've even got duck and raccoon and rooster. All sorts of animals have come to enjoy too. And that is If You Plant the Seed by Kadir Nelson. We're going to do a song now. Since they were planting in that one, we thought we would do one about how you would plant and grow your plants. So it's called This Is the Way. It's to the tune of The Farmer in the Dell. So let's count to 5 together and we'll get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the way we plant our seeds, plant our seeds, plant our seeds. This is the way we plant our seeds so early in the morning. This is the way we water our seeds, water our seeds, water our seeds. This is the way we water our seeds so early in the morning. This is the way our seeds grow up, seeds grow up, seeds grow up. This is the way our seeds grow up so early in the morning. This is the way we pick our plants, pick our plants, pick our plants. This is the way we pick our plants so early in the morning. This is the way we eat our plants, eat our plants, eat our plants. This is the way we eat our plants so early in the morning.
Good job. So that's what we have for today, and we can't wait to see you again. Bye.
Welcome to the Craft Corner with Parks and Rec. I'm Penny Green, the assistant manager at the Burt Cobb Rec Center, and today I'm going to show you how to do leaf rubbings. With this week's theme being Take a Walk with Nature, I'm sure you guys have found a lot of really cool things out on your walks, and this is a great way to remember them by. For this project, you're going to need paper, crayons, and the leaves or whatever finding you want to remember. I went ahead and started to give you an example of what it's going to look like. For this, it's really simple. You're just going to take the leaf, not the smooth side, we want the bumpy side up. You're going to put it under your paper, and then with your crayon, you're just going to color over it. And you'll start seeing the outline of the leaf, the veins in the leaf, and the stem come through. So this was just a quick, fun art project to take advantage of some of the cool things you found on your walks. We'll see you next time on the Craft Corner.